We are very, very happy to be here at the Serrekinda East Stadium. Good morning to all the executive members, team reps, Kabir and Lami. From 1980 up to 1st of August 2024, the most consistent Serrakunda stakeholders, that is the democracy spectators, sit under this hot sun and hot rain to definitely watch football at the Serrakunda East Stadium. Last year they were here, 2nd of August going forward. They sat on this pavilion to watch football under this view. And this is the vision of the executive. This is the vision of the stakeholders. We were able to achieve this Democracy Pavilion. That is why we did the press conference here to make sure that our stakeholders, particularly those coming into Serrakunda East and watching football, are very, very comfortable. And this Democracy Pavilion 1 is solely and wholly sponsored by the Serrakunda East Stadium, from its first phase to the last phase. The aim and objective of this press conference is to inform the general public about what is happening in Serrakunda East, particularly the awards night that is coming on the 3rd of May. This awards night, we are organizing it for the 3rd time. We did it in 2023, did it in 2024, and in 2025, on the 3rd of May, Saturday 2025, we will do it here at the Serrakunda Stadium. Organizing this awards night, the SESDO Exco had 4 to 5 objectives. Objective 1 is to make sure that we do not form Serrakunda East as Exco. Serrakunda East was here before us. But there were legends, there were people who fought, commencing from late Omar Gala to the Emoya executive. In 2023, we certify all these people and then acknowledge their efforts. And that is one of the objectives of the awards night. The second objective is Serrakunda East. We could not organize our night successfully without the help of the partners. It's the partners from government, public and private sector that support Serrakunda East immensely to make sure that we achieve our narratives and that we achieve our programs, not only narrative, but all our programs. That is our disciplines. So these partners, we recognize them, we acknowledge their support, and then we decorate them to continue working with Serrakunda East, to continue supporting Serrakunda East, to ensure that sports is developed in the community. The third objective of the awards night is we decorate our athletes. If you are following the Serrakunda East Facebook page, you will come to understand that all the nominations of the athletes from respective disciplines are all announced. The football discipline nominations are all out. And on the football disciplines, we have the best player, the best coach, the best team, the best fans club, the golden boot, the most disciplined team, the young best player under the football category, ranging from all teams across the America. Last year, athletes did extremely well. And on the 3rd of May at the Serrakunda East Stadium here, SESDO Exco is going to decorate these teams so that athletes also can feel like they have a night, they have a day. They have been working very hard. But this is the day Serrakunda East has designated for them. In Serrakunda East, we don't only do football. We all do all disciplines. So under the volleyball nominees, the young best female players, we have those categories. We also have the MVP for the volleyball. That is the most valuable player, female. That category goes to the final. So within volleyball, we have male and female. So we have the most valuable player, that is male, most valuable player, female. And then this is in the volleyball category. So we also have the basketball category as the same in the volleyball. So we have 4 categories. That is the most valuable players in the young category for male and female. And then we have also the most valuable player in the senior category. That is also male and female. As I said, in Serrakunda East, we do multi-sports. Basketball, wrestling. And this one is Olympic wrestling. It's not the traditional wrestling. It's the Olympic wrestling that is recognized by the GNOC and that is recognized by the International Olympic Committee. In collaboration with the Olympic Africa, we are doing this, and then we are helping our athletes to be professional also wrestlers. So we have also categories on that, both male and female. So we have 5 nominees for male, and then we have 5 nominees for female. So they will be competing for the best Olympic wrestler in Serrakunda East. Martial arts is also a discipline around. They have nominated, you have different disciplines in martial arts. You have the Kung Fu, the Taekwondo, other disciplines in martial arts. So basically, the Serrakunda East Martial Arts Union has nominated 6 athletes that will be competing also for the best athletes during the night. The third objective of the awards night is to raise funds. In Serrakunda East, we believe in sustainability. We believe in every activity that we are doing. We have to fund the activity, but we also have to get a margin on top of that. So basically, the reason why we also organized awards night to raise funds. In 2024, we had a lot of success. That is why we were able to complete this Democracy Pavilion. So Democracy Pavilion II is just at the corner. The first stage is done. The second stage is on the finishing stage. So having this awards night successful, you will definitely continue the work, finish the Democracy Pavilion on or before the Nawetan, so that we can have a wide range of spectators that will sit at Serrakunda East and watch the game for the table. Thus, we have tables to sell at the nights for the public institutions, for the private institutions, for individuals, for teams. But to echo that, definitely the response from the public, from the private institution is definitely amazing. The tables are ongoing. I think we are within budget, and then soon all the tables will be finished. So diamond table is $30,000. Platinum table is $25,000. Gold table is $15,000. Family is $10,000, and then individual $1,000. So this is the tables that we are selling to the public and to the private sector to come and support Serrakunda. And definitely as updates are coming, many institutions, both public and private, have committed to buy tables for upcoming awards night. Basically also, we will receive 50% of the generation from the SMS voting platform through the under-civic SESDO at AFRICELL. So you can understand that every nominee has a voting code. And this voting code is going across the communities in Serrakunda East. So whatever that is generated from the voting, SESDO will generate also 50% out of that. So the most important thing about the awards night is what the awards night will do after it. And that is the most important thing about the awards. So this year, whatever we generate from the awards night, that is selling these tables, and then whatever we receive from the voting platform, we are going to complete the Democracy Pavilion. From completing the Democracy Pavilion II, we are going to adjust the needs of the lights. The lot is not playable, and definitely we are going to adjust it on or before Nawetan so that we can stop the 3 o'clock game, which is definitely affecting our athletes, and also sometimes it's not profitable community and the teams. On that, we are also going to build a multi-sport pitch court in which volleyball, handball, basketball can use it to do their beach activity before going to the beach, which is also sometimes very uncomfortable with our athletes. So all the proceeds from the awards night was going to fund this purpose. Last year we did it. This year we are forever committed to complete it. And definitely all what we generate from the awards night will fund this purpose. Thus, we call on everybody to come and support Serrakunda East in achieving some of these things. Fourth point is the awards. In Serrakunda East, we've constituted an independent awards committee. That will be supported by all the program officers and our technical committee, our technical unit. Yankuba Kujabi heads it, and Amabaji is a member, Landinyas is a member. So on that day, there will be special awards, special individuals who has contributed definitely in developing Serrakunda sports development organization in the sports around the country. As I said, there will be partners awards that will be given to partners that have contributed supporting Serrakunda in achieving its objective from football, volleyball, basket, handball, martial arts, all the disciplines. There will be individual and sport disciplines awards. Athletes that did well with the department. This year, we came with a very, very motivational motivational category. That is Believe2Achieve. In Serrakunda East, Serrakunda East has made a lot of athletes of counter who are on their game in Europe and any other countries. So we choose this year 3 disciplines, that is volleyball, football, and then basket. Athletes that are doing well, foreign-based athletes. We look at all the athletes that are doing well, but who is on their top form right now? In football, we choose in football, we choose Ibrahima. Ibrahima is from Future Stars from Lamed, and then from Lamed to Real de Banjul, and from Real de Banjul, he went to Estonia. Waka is from the Serrakunda East basketball team, and now he is in US winning straight there. Seni was from here, the Serrakunda East volleyball team. From here, he moved to Senegal, settling and then moving it. Now Seni is in Qatar. He's doing it straight there. All these things are players that are nurtured from Serrakunda East. Particularly the disciplines from the start from Serrakunda East, like basket, volleyball, other disciplines. You can say football, there are transitions where your teams or other teams will upgrade you. But disciplines, Serrakunda is a hub where young people can move from the grassroots to professionals. So we will start to come up with this award to make sure that annually we come up with this award to motivate the athletes that are within the awards night and that are also outside the awards night to emulate those players. So it's Believe2Achieve, that is the name, is inspire to inspire, is from grace to professional. You can call it any name, but definitely this is the name, and we believe in it, and we will work on it. So on the night also we have entertainment and production. Our team, that is the events management committee, they're really working hard. We will be entertained by Barhama, Sugar, and the Queens of SESDO. To have the night to be very, very colorful and very, very entertaining. So there will be also refreshments on the night for those whose names are sharp. There are a lot of refreshments. There will be definitely abundant food and delicious food and refreshments for people to enjoy themselves during the course of the hours night. We are to announce that this hours night is fully powered by AFRICELL. They are our major partners. They have been with us 2023, 2024, and now 2025. They have done a voting platform for us, in which we will share them. They're giving us a complete sound system for the event. They are going to form the entire sound system. Backdrop banner, billboard banners. They are going to give us t-shirts, and they are going to give us also free advertisement at that for the course of the awards night. So we are fully backed by our AFRICELL and this awards night. Focus areas for SESDO regarding the awards night. These are our focus areas to have a very successful awards night. That is financial sustainability. We are going all out to engage people to come and buy the tables so that we can make sure that we generate a lot of funds to make sure that we continue the development. We are also doing aggressive marketing. If you follow our Facebook page, We are not letting any stone unturned. We are moving. And all our activities are being captured by the media team, posted for people to know where we are. Additionally, we will continue it aggressively next week because we only have next week and few days to move on. We will start also our media tours, visiting TV stations as well as visiting radio stations to make sure that everybody is aware of the awards night. The event team also is working on a big production for the awards night. You will be entertained. Definitely you will be entertained. And then the logistics committee also is working on any other arrangements to make sure that the awards night is organized to the best of its production and to the best of its entertainment. So this is Serrakunda East. We want everybody to come and support the initiative. What we believe in, we have to start the development and invite people to come behind our development. That is what we believe in. We call on the government, we call on the national federations, that is the National Sport Association Federations. We call on the Municipal Council. We call on the National Committee. We call on the regional sports associations or the regional sports committees and the regional disciplines also associations like the regional association for football, regional association for basketball, regional association for basketball. We are over as a committee. We are ready. We are to make sure that we move Serrakunda East to the next level, but we cannot do all these things without the support of the general public and institutions, and you, the media, coming here today and lecturing on this. So on that note, I wish to thank everybody for your kind.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the media houses that are present here. Yes, the Awards Night 3.0 is not just to celebrate excellence, but also to pay tribute to talent and also passion. Most importantly, to generate funds to complete our projects. Here we are sitting, is Democracy Pavilion 1. It was started and completed within a period of 1 year, wholly and solely sponsored by the Serrakunda East and few individuals. I would like to mention names. Papa Gazama, a retired referee, a CAF referee, an international referee officiating games internationally, contributed to the success of this pavilion. Mr. Baranjai, a businessman, also contributed a lot to make sure that this pavilion is completed, and also clubs within the Serrakunda East. As soon as this pavilion is completed, we erected another one, that is Democracy Pavilion II. It was erected in 2024 during the Navetans. Our main revenue streams is from the gate takings. That's why we always try to manage the little money that we receive from the gate tickets and try to make sure that we do capital expenditures. It is on top of our preference since we came into office that we should be focused mostly on capital expenditures. That's why we are able to attend this Democracy Pavilion 1 and also started Democracy Pavilion 2. We will ensure all the proceeds generated from the Gala Awards Night 3.0 is being spent to make sure that Democracy Pavilion 2 is completed. We will also ensure the lights are fixed to at least a standard that whereby the night games can be observed in Serrakunda East. It will be very difficult to do it on our own, but we want to partner with government institutions, organizations, and other individuals who are ready to support. And on that note, I will say thank you to the press, that is the journalists that are here and the media teams, and also the observers who took their time to come here this morning. And today is Good Friday, which is, being observed all over the world for the Christians who observe their Lent for a period of 40 days. So thank you all for taking your time, come and, grace this press conference. And thank you so much for your attendance.
very much Mr. President for that. I mean, marathon speech. It was very lengthy, but it was very, very, viable and very, very significant. The people that always following Serrakunda did not have the opportunity to be here. Just to break down on the issues that we have just raised, we are right now having this press conference at the Democracy Pavilion, and this Democracy Pavilion is officially sponsored by SESDO, and they were support individuals that supported the cause. But officially, we are very proud to say SESDO is the main sponsor of this pavilion. And looking at our far right, we are on Democracy Pavilion II. That shows that this executive is making sure that money is meant for football are spent on football. And this is our motto, this is what we believe. We believe in Serrakunda is that any token, whatever is received in the name of sports, the people of sports should enjoy. And that is what we are doing under the leadership of Believe2Achieve. And just to put this across, that these events that we are organizing are the events that makes Serrekunda is to be what it is, because we cannot only depend on Nawetan gate takings, because these gate takings, people must understand that we are sharing this with teams. Therefore, the committee finds it significant and think outside the box to make sure we don't only stop on Nawetan. After the Nawetan, we have to create several events to make sure we gather funds that are sufficient to move Serrekunda East to the next level. And as the president alluded, we are giving this promise to the stakeholders that we promise them to get them Democracy Pavilion II, and inshallah, before this next Super Cup, this Democracy Pavilion will be done, and officially on the day of the Super Cup, it will be unveiled as we did in Democracy 1. The other thing that we are promising them is that for far too long, we have engaged the stakeholders and we have realized that night football is even their concern. And that shows that we are working towards a methodology, a step. Anytime we finish a particular project, the next is another one. And we are getting very close, Mr. President, just to remind you to the Congress. But I think the stakeholders will be very, very significant to come back and then leave us in the office to continue the work that we are doing. That is up to them. But we believe in administration, your work is what keeps you. And we know we are on track. And I am very, very confident that come back to the next elective Congress, which is just 2 months ago, to come. We will be in office to continue this work that we are doing. So I am very, very much grateful to the press. And now we just want to leave the Vice President to just add up that, a little bit of what we have just rounded up. Then we get back to the media for their question and answer sessions. Mr. Vice President.
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges now. A lot of challenges. One among them is Nawetan is organized at the community level, and then everybody has to understand rules and regulations of the competition, starting from the qualifier rounds to the Nawetan and up to the finals. So last year we had a very, very peaceful Nawetan, but notwithstanding we had challenges. Challenges among them were to control the crowd, particularly at this side. You look at the perimeter fence. People will sometimes tend not to sit at the pavilions, but only very close to the perimeter fence and beating it all the time. And that is causing a lot of wear and tear. If we look at last year, before the Nawetan, we adjust the perimeter fence. But year before last, in 2023, we have a lot of scaling of the fence when the goals are scored. But last year, it was really nice. But notwithstanding, still we have some spectators around and that was a challenge. Yeah. So basically, these goals are our challenge.
What are these about it?
Yeah, what we are trying to do is we will maintenance the fence. I don't think we will adjust it again this year. But since we will maintenance the fence and synthesize our spectators, we tell them the reason why we are building this pavilion is for them to sit there and watch games, not to be close to the regular guys.
What it might not be in the context of the press conference, but it's something that is genuine to Gambians right now. You understand? And the qualifiers is coming up. Some teams apply, rejected, some are also seeing their names. It's something that you would love to plan back. How do teams qualify? Understand the qualifiers? How do you make selections? What are some of the planning? Because some Gambians out there or other teams might feel bad, sit themselves out while the other teams are already in, believing that they need the qualifiers.
That's a very good question. In 2022, we started our qualifiers in cluster. And Serrakunda, that is what we played. In 2022, we take only 33 teams. We played in rounds and then it's over. So in 2023, we adjusted and then we adjusted 2024, that is how Serrakunda is. 2025, safety to teams to maintain that is. Moving forward, everybody in Serrakunda is want to play, even beyond Serrakunda is want to be a qualifiers. We have received 100 plus forms, and we should only take 52 teams. And one of the criteria, number one, players recognized qualifiers is we must be around 7 players. But all the forms from registration committee, they told me when it was 10 forms with 11 forms are dropped from the initial screening. And they are outside secretaries. They are outside the jurisdiction of secretaries. So you're going to play your qualifiers if you are not out, if you are outside secretaries. And you must be a team that is very organized. You must fill all the requirements of our form. We have an informative form that we designed and given. The reason why we have a form for qualifiers is when we came, there were a lot of teams issues. I own this team, but A will say I own this team, but B will say I own this team. So we said this cannot continue. Now, before you come to Serrakunda, we must know the ownership of the team and who are responsible for it. That is why we give you an informative form to fill. And in the informative form, you have to make sure that you fill it correctly. If you don't fill it correctly, you will not be selected by the station committee. And among the requirements is you have to attach documentations, like the logo of the team, the letterhead of the team, the ID of the Secretary General, the ID of the President. And the executive members, all who are responsible of the team, should sign with their telephone numbers, so that SESDO can hold them accountable if there is any of the team. So this has to be done. And you must be a team that have previous discipline records that are intact around the competitions. The Gambia Football Association qualifier or league. These are all interconnections. These are some of the criteria that the registration committee is using. And there should also be not any conflict of interest in accordance with our competition rules and regulations. I believe Article 13 or Article 14. But I can be corrected on this one. But we have to make sure that there will be no conflict of interest. Meaning, if you cannot be a party A responsible of team A and team B, and it's not in accordance with so these are the criteria that the registration committee. And you must also have consistent participations in centralized competitions, grassroots academic competitions, under 10, under 13, and also qualifiers. Most of the teams that are dropped did not complete their forms or they are first timers. So this is very, very for teams. But in Serrakunda East, we play a cluster. Every cluster in Serrakunda East is represented. Every cluster has 12 teams. Bundung have 12, Kalinding have 12, Abuko have 12, and then Larikunda have 12. So every cluster is represented. That is why we decentralize our Nagadan. We don't want our Nagadan to be dominated by one sector. Even though it doesn't affect everybody, it's not received by everybody well, but we want our Nagadan to be participated. The Serrakunda is Serrakunda. So every team must come, one team must come from the cluster to play there. One team must come from Kalinding, one team must come from Bulu, one team must come from Pabikona, and one team must come from Lako. This is the initiative. It's difficult to understand, but what is very, very objective and very strategic.
I have up to 4 questions, but I want few pending one. The TRO Babukar made mention of the electric congress. Possibly I may have the idea, but many out there might not know when is the electric congress And why do you think the committee needs enough time to complete the project that they have started at the Serrakunda East? Two, the nominations, we have seen a lot of nominees. What criteria are you using to identify those nominees, to qualify them as nominees? And the third question is, apart from, you made mention of the floodlights, the installation of the floodlights, the completion of the pavilion. Apart from these two, what other developmental areas do you have at hand as far as Serrekinda East sports development is concerned? And finally, somebody made mention of the perimeter fence here. This perimeter fence is very good and very strong. I covered few games at the Serrakunda East, for many games at the Serrakunda East mini stadium. And then I heard somebody saying, we need to sensitize the fans about the importance of the perimeter fence. But don't you think sensitization is enough here? Because I came here on many occasions, I've seen fans using very big whips. Whenever they score goals, whenever they are happy, they will use very big sticks and start beating the perimeter fence. And some of them will use their hands to beat the perimeter fence. Don't you think this will definitely disrupt the perimeter fence in the very soon? I believe there should be stricter measures that should be implied to make sure fans or people that are doing that are desist from doing that. Those are few questions that I want to use in what possibly get.
Yeah, maybe if you can remind me of the points. Because some points. Elective Congress. Future development. Any other future development.